Jai Jinendra, everyone. Arham, Shreya, everyone. Can you please turn on your camera, please?
जय जिनेन्द्र।
Jai Jinendra. Viranshi, Shrey, Madhuri, Karvi. Can you please turn on your camera? Jai Jinendra, Siddhesh.
जय जिनेन्द्र।
कौन बताएगा जब तक एक तीन द्रव्य के जिसमें पर्याय और गुण आते हैं, वो वाली द्रव्य की डेफिनेशन, जिसमें पर्याय और गुण दो, जिस वाली डेफिनेशन में पर्याय गुण
गुण
आए,
पर्याय द्रव्यम।
गुण पर्याय द्रव्यम, और उसकी इंपॉर्टेंस की हम क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं?
हमें द्रव्य
हाँ, हम क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं?
हम द्रव्य है, हमें खुद को जानना है।
हाँ, हमको द्रव्य और द्रव्य को और क्या पता चला कि द्रव्य क्या है? उसमें तीन चीजें इंक्लूडेड है। द्रव्य है, द्रव्य एक तो है, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं है। द्रव्य की एग्जिस्टेंस बताई, और वो द्रव्य एग्जिस्ट भी करता है, बट उसमें चेंजेस भी आ रहे हैं, पर उसमें चेंजेस भी आ रहे हैं, पर वो हमेशा रहेगा, है ना? तो उससे तीन चीजें आ रही हैं। और क्या? और उससे अगर हमें ये पता चलेगा कि मैं किसी का नहीं कर सकता हूं, मैं श्रेय का नहीं कर सकती हूँ, मैं यश का नहीं कर सकती हूँ, मैं इस लैपटॉप का कुछ नहीं कर सकती हूँ, या फिर मुझे फीवर आया तो मैं उसका कुछ नहीं कर सकती हूँ, ऐसा कुछ पता चलता है इसमें? द्रव्य गुण पर्याय जो पढ़ी। अच्छा ठीक है, आज हम
कोई कोई
अनुभव जी से
द्रव्य दूसरे द्रव्य का कुछ नहीं कर सकता।
नहीं कर सकता, है ना? तो अब आज अपन इसको बहुत अच्छे से अनुभव जी से और समझेंगे, ठीक है? तो ओवर टू यू अनुभव जी।
Thank you. Jai Jinendra, everyone.
जय जिनेन्द्र।
जय जिनेंद्र।
जय जिनेन्द्र।
चलिए हम लोग मंगला चरित्र से शुरू करते हैं आज का सेशन। नमो अरहन्तारं नमो सिद्धारं नमो आयर्याडं नमो उवज्झायाडं नमो लोये सप्तसापूडम् मंगलम भगवान वीरो मंगलम गौतमो गणे मंगलम कुंद कुंदात्यो चैन धर्मोस्तु मंगलम सर्वमंगल्य मांगल्यम सर्वकल्याणकारकम प्रधानम सर्वधर्माणाम चैनम जयतु शासनम चैनम जयतु शासनम चैनम जयतु शासनम मोक्षमार्गस्य नेतारं भेत्तारं कर्मभूभृतां ज्ञातारं विश्वतत्त्वानां वन्दे तद्गुणलब्धये वन्दे तद्गुणलब्धये वन्दे तद्गुणलब्धये. We all are learning about how to make our own philosophy, and in that conquest, we have learned about the very nature of every existing reality. So we have any substance, we look at it and we know one thing for sure, that this substance is eternal and yet is forever changing. Meaning what? That this substance will not remain just like it is right now, yet the same constituents which are making this substance will live forever. Not in the same form, they may thrive in some different form, but they'll always be there. तो जो वस्तु है वो वस्तु होगी, हमेशा होगी, लेकिन जिस फॉर्म में आज है उस फॉर्म में आपको हमेशा मिले ऐसा एक्सपेक्टेशन यदि आप रखोगे, देन आप अपने साथ एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में एंटर हो रहे हो दुखी होने के. बिकॉज थिंग्स विल चेंज, things will not remain the same. पर आपने एक जिद बना ली कि नहीं, मेरे टॉयज, मेरी बुक्स, मेरा घर, मेरे पेरेंट्स, मेरे कपड़े, मेरा सब कुछ ऐसा ही परफेक्ट होना चाहिए जैसा आज है, ब्रांड न्यू, हमेशा की तरह एकदम चमकता सुंदर। Not possible. It will never be the case because of the very nature of reality. ठीक है? तो फिर अब क्या किया जाए? How do we make peace with it? So before making peace with it, we'll try to allocate accountability. तो उस accountability allocation पर हमने last time थोड़ा थोड़ा ये discussion किया था that there what our reality is made up of. हमारे जो आसपास की दुनिया है ये किस किस चीज से बनी है, और हमने बेसिकली कुछ प्राइमरी फंक्शंस देखे थे कि इस दुनिया में क्या क्या है। तो इस दुनिया में दिखाई देने वाली बहुत सारी चीजें विच कैन बी क्लब्ड टुगेदर, एंड वी आर नेमिंग ऑल दोज थिंग्स, वी आर कॉलिंग देम पुद्गल। हम उनको मैटर या पुद्गल कह रहे हैं। ठीक है? कौन कौन सी चीजें? सारी चीजें जो कुछ भी विच कैन बी परसीव्ड थ्रू योर सेंसेस, जिसको भी या तो आप छू सकते हो या सूंघ सकते हो, वॉट एवर यू कैन टच, यू कैन स्मेल, यू कैन टेस्ट, यू कैन लिसन टू, यू कैन फील एनीथिंग, यू कैन सी एनीथिंग, जो कुछ भी आपको दिखाई दे रहा है वो हर एक चीज क्या कहलाएगी? दैट विल बी कॉल्ड मैटर, पुद्गल, बिकॉज इट इज मटीरियल in its nature. It can be accessed through our senses. So we have five senses, and the five senses have their five objects. So the sense of touch can touch the material objects. So therefore, ये जो कुछ भी छुआ जा सकता है, that will be called matter. It is material. सो मैटर, ऐसे ही आपकी नोज जिसका स्मेल ले सकती है, यदि किसी चीज में एरोमा है, सेंट है, खुशबू है, तो वह वस्तु जिसमें वो आपको स्मेल आ रही है वो भी मैटर होगी, पुतगल होगी। वी आर क्लबिंग द इंटायर विजिबल वर्ल्ड into one category and we are calling it what? We are calling it पुद्गल। क्या कह रहे हैं हम इसको? पुद्गल। और पुद्गल शब्द बड़ा अपने आप में इंटरेस्टिंग है। व्हाट इज इट सेइंग? पुद्गल। तो ये पुद जो इसका पार्ट है वो ये कह रहा है कि इट विल क्रिएट इटसेल्फ, एंड गल मींस इट विल देन विदर अवे। क्या है पुद्गल? ये चीज क्रिएट होगी और ये चीज फिर विदर हो जाएगी। तो गलना मतलब खत्म हो जाना, और पूरण, पुद्गल मीन्स पूरण मतलब इसका फिर बनना। सो द थिंग्स दैट दिस पेन इज मेड अप ऑफ, इसमें बहुत सारे छोटे छोटे अलग अलग पार्ट्स हैं, और उन पार्ट्स को सबको एक साथ कलेक्ट असेंबल किया तो ये पेन बन गया। बिकॉज इट इज असेंबल्ड, ये एक साथ असेंबल किया गया है, तो मतलब देर विल ऑल्सो बी अ टाइम जब इसकी असेंबली डिस्टॉर्ट हो जाएगी, जब इसके पार्ट्स अलग अलग बिखर जाएंगे, ये खराब होगा। तो वाइल नेमिंग इट हम पहले ही बोल दे रहे हैं, बिकॉज इट इज डिफरेंट थिंग्स कमिंग टुगेदर टू मेक वन एंटिटी, इट इज डिस्टाइम टू गेट विदर्ड अवे। ऐसा टाइम आएगा, आएगा और आएगा जब ये टूट कर बिखर जाएगा। नो मैटर हाउ डियरली यू होल्ड इट, आप कितना इसको प्रोटेक्ट करके रखते हो, इट विल नॉट स्टे इन द सेम फैशन फॉर एवर। और इसलिए आप देख लो, हम किसी भी चीज को देखते हैं, इट स्टार्ट्स विदरिंग, चीजें पुरानी होने लगती है। इफ यू टेक आउट योर ओल्ड नोटबुक्स, धीरे धीरे देयर कलर ऑफ पेजेस स्टार्ट्स टर्निंग पेल। आप बहुत पुराने कपड़ों को उठाइए, वो थोड़े खुद ही उनका जो टच है वो थोड़ा डेलिकेट हो जाता है, थोड़े में ही वो फटने लग जाते हैं। Yes, everyone. So slowly, the things which get older and older also grow to be weaker and weaker. So therefore, we are calling them pudgal. It is assembling and then again withering away. ठीक है? तो हमने सारी की सारी दिखने वाली दुनिया को, all the material world, we classified it under one category. We are calling it pudgal, matter. Everything, because we are not looking at whether it is metal or plastic. No, I'm not interested in its specification, whether it is glass or stone. I'm not interested that you tell me the material, whether it's a cloth or it's skin. I'm not, I'm not able to distinguish between these material, because be it a stone, be it glass, be it cloth, be it skin, be it plastic, be it metal, be it anything, they all exhibit the same टाइप ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस. वो आते हैं, एक साथ थोड़े टाइम बने हुए रहते हैं और फिर बिखर कर टूट कर अलग हो जाते हैं. एवरीथिंग इज डिस्प्लेइंग द सेम टाइप ऑफ नेचर. तो हम इन सारी चीजों को नॉट बेस्ड ऑन द मटेरियल दैट दे आर मेड अप ऑफ, बट बेस्ड ऑन द वे दे फंक्शन, वी आर कॉलिंग देम पुद्गल. ठीक है? तो दिस बॉडी इज ऑल्सो पुद्गल. This laptop, your phones, this wall of brick and cement, that car of metal and rubber and everything else, the road, the poles, the body of bird, the white clouds you see, anything that you can see, you can visualize, you can feel, हम उन सबको एक category में रखेंगे, and that will be called Pudgal. Okay, everybody? The entire world which is known to you is just one out of these six substances. पूरी दुनिया जो हमने आज तक जानी है, देखी है, समझी है, वो सिर्फ पुद्गल है, वो सिर्फ मैटर है. And therefore we are often hearing this term that we are being too materialistic these days. Yeah, we are after all sorts of materials or matters, क्योंकि हम उन चीजों के पीछे भाग रहे हैं which can be accessed by our senses. But is that it? Is there is the pudgal only substance that this world is made up of? Not. No. So pudgal is that unit through which we can also think of other substances that have to be there for this pudgal to exist. So first, this pudgal is occupying space, so we need to have space, which is not this pudgal. तो हमें एक आकाश चाहिए, we need space. And this pudgal is withering and reassembling, it is making itself and then distorting itself. So we also need unit of time. So we have time that this pudgal is consuming in exhibiting its different forms. तो हम उसको बोलेंगे काल, the change, the time. The time is also here around us. Yes. And this Pudgal can be accessed by me. I am able to see it. So it also needs a conscious spectator. It needs a constant audience, which is me. So it is also telling me, it is also giving me the proof of a knower who knows what type of Pudgal is this. Okay. You have seen Pudgal, but we are also discussing about what all exists for this Pudgal to exist. Okay. So first thing we saw that, okay, it is occupying space, so there has to be space, which is not this Pudgal. Everybody? Simple? Yes? And because it is changing, it got manufactured and now today it got expired. We can see the change. So means the time element is also there. So space and time, they both arrived. The matter is already there, which we are calling Pudgal. And how do I know all this? Because there is a constant knower. There is a curious consciousness which is there, which is seeing this Pudgal. आपने ही तो देखा ना कि क्या खुशबूदार है, कितना खूबसूरत रेनबो है ये, कितना सुंदर म्यूजिक है ये, what how cold has it gone this time in this winter. तो आप ये सब फील कर पा रहे थे? Yes or no? Everybody? Yes. So it required, I mean, what if it is too snowy here and there is not even a single living organism? Then who would talk about winter? किसको फर्क पड़ेगा कितनी बर्फ गिरी? किसको फर्क पड़ेगा कितनी cold waves चली? How does it even matter if I am not there? Does it affect me in any way? So we get interested only when we are part of this story. If we are not the part of this story, it just becomes a random news item. So if a plane crashes, you become part of the story only when some of your acquaintance, one of your friends or family member was on that plane. Then it becomes a tragedy for you. Otherwise, it's just an unfortunate event. What changes in your routine? Do you call to those emergency helplines? Is everybody okay? How many could you save? Do you go out and ask the helpline and the people responsible for them, and then you start taking it in your own hands, the matter? You don't. You only become genuinely interested if you are part of it, if your consciousness is involved in it. So, therefore, it becomes a very fundamental element. The knower, the conscious being, if he is there, then only everything else will make sense. Yes, everyone? Everybody? Viranshi, Karvi, making sense? Yash, Siddesh, am I making sense? Everybody, Ridan,
I have a
Kahan,
quick question.
are you guys there? Yes, yes, yes.
For Dravya, so is when particles make up a thing, is that Dravya or is the particles itself Dravya?
Very good. So the name Pudgal, which has come up, is primarily focusing on the coming together of many particles and making uh, an object which we can access through our senses. Okay. So now, very good question. Pudgal, the original Pudgal, the Shuddha Pudgal Dravya, the pure matter particle, we'll be calling it Parmanu. We'll be calling it the smallest quantity of that dust particle, which when comes together in huge quantities, then they build up and then they create a plastic molecule. They create a metal element. So Hudgal has two types. One is Parmanu, other is Skandha. So a single brick is not building, but it's the collection of bricks that will be called a wall. A single brick is not wall. एक brick से दीवार नहीं होती है. Many bricks come together and then they make a wall. Similarly, one matter particle, it doesn't mean anything. हम उसको शुद्ध पुद्गल द्रव्य कहते हैं. We call it शुद्ध पुद्गल द्रव्य, पुद्गल परमाणु, and it does not do anything. It just roams around because it cannot be accessible by our senses. It doesn't mean anything. But when many Pudgal particles come together and then they build up one particular object, हम उसको बोलते हैं पुद्गल की स्कंध अवस्था. Now it is embodied. It is not one brick. Now it is a wall. So while they're talking about assembling and withering away, we're talking about the skand avastha of Pudgal, the Pudgal in skand form. Okay? But the real Pudgal, which is the smallest, tiniest particle of dust of Pudgalic Parmanu, that Parmanu has the quality of touch, taste, smell, and color. But none of those quality at its pure form are functioning because they require collective work by many tiny particles. Okay, so all that we see is Skandha. We cannot see Shuddha Pudgal Parmanu. We cannot see that. We cannot. Only keval in when you become Sarvagya, will your knowledge be capable enough to see the tiniest Pudgal Parmanu. So Vitragi Sarvagya Bhagwan can see through their keval Gyan, but our sensory knowledge can only perceive Pudgal in its Skand form, in its materialized form. It's in dense form that we see. We do not see it in, tiniest form. Okay, everyone? So therefore, because it is just the assembly of small, small Pudgal particles, at any point in time, one of the particle may say that, okay, I'm gone. It slips off my hands and then it falls on the floor and it gets broken. So now some of the particles which constituted this case, now they said, okay, goodbye. So then you'll say that it is broken and we'll call it Pudgal. Yeah, because it was assembled, it had to be this way. Do not be worried. It is just following what it had to do the day it was assembled. Okay? So what we are contemplating today, we are trying to understand that okay, if this Pudgal is here, It alone is also telling us, if we look closely enough, हम बहुत अच्छे से 2 मिनट अपने दिमाग को शांत कर कर सोचेंगे, so we'll see that this alone, if I have to acknowledge its existence, then I'll have to acknowledge the existence of 5 more realities. If it is here, so it is in space, it is occupying some space, so I'll have to acknowledge that space is here. Yeah, whatever it is, however it is functioning, it is taking time, it is consuming time in its functioning. I have to also acknowledge that time is here. So I can say that it's a fresh piece, or it's like 2 years old, like 2 years back I bought it, now it's old, I have to purchase new one. So I'm always talking in time. This is not my new dress, this is the oldest shirt which I got in my 20th birthday maybe, and now I have to just throw it away. So we are always, how old have you been? We're talking in terms of time, that okay, I'm 14 years old, I'm 15 years old. So this pudgal is always being referred with time, because it is time which is ticking for this pudgal to remain assembled, and then the time tick off and then it withers. So the unit, the introductory unit for pudgal is time. Anything that you see, you always refer, oh, it is antique, it is very old. This palace is 1500 years old. So you're referring to that palace through time, that for how long has it been existing? Because it's a wonder. For how long can it exist? We see buildings that collapse in like 60 years, 80 years, in a decade. We see that, and it is now standing, this palace is standing for 1,000 years. It becomes heritage. Yes, everybody. So everything which you see is always tagged by time. How old, when you make salad in your house and you put it in fridge, then it's not fresh salad. So how old is it, you would ask? Do can I still have it, or do I have to put it away? So it is the time which is always being counted the moment you take anything which is podgalic. Okay, everybody. So space is done. This one substance, if I acknowledge its existence, then I will have to acknowledge the existence of space which it occupies, and the existence of time which it takes to change. Yes. The third thing that I'll have to acknowledge is my acknowledging this. So, my power to acknowledge, my power to perceive, my being conscious. I'm telling you that it is. It is not telling me that it is. This will not tell you that it exists. It's your conscious reality which will acknowledge that, oh, yeah, it is here. Yes. So for it to be, what else do you require? You require a conscious reality to acknowledge that it is. Yes, Shrey? Yes? Siddesh? Making sense? एक वस्तु को देखकर हमको फिगर आउट करना है कि क्या क्या और होगा. Fine. And it was lying on the table. It was lying on the table. And I picked it up and I started contemplating. Okay. So I can move it around. It was in table, now it is in my pocket. It travels, it can rest at one space point, and then from that space point, it could be taken to school I'm going to the park that I'm going to the superstore that I'm going to. It can travel from one space point to another, means it has medium of rest and medium of motion, which is facilitating its movements. 6 things. You acknowledge one thing, you have to acknowledge 5 other realities. So we are calling the moving state of it is facilitated by the medium of motion, and the rest state of it is being facilitated by the medium of rest. Okay, everybody, who will tell me? You look at the wall clock which is there in your room, okay? And anybody who will tell me how saying that that wall clock exists, also in it proves that there are five other realities which exist. Who will tell me? Anybody?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Just like looking at this case, I said that if I acknowledge the existence of this case, I am bound to accept and acknowledge the existence of five more realities which are essential for this case to exist. So now replace this case with the wall clock. And who will show me that how, if you say that there is a wall clock in my room, and therefore, there must be five more realities which are essential for this wall clock to be in my room. Yes, Shrey? Yes.
First of all, the clock is matter, so it's Pudgal.
Yeah. So, because I can see it, it has color, it can be perceived through my senses. It is Pudgal, it is matter. Very good.
The
Yes.
second, I can move it around, place it somewhere else. The hands are constantly moving, so Dharma
Not
Dravya.
place your wall clock on daily basis from this wall to that wall. Don't.
Yeah, but it is movable, right?
Yeah, its hands are moving.
Yeah,
Yeah, its hands are moving, right?
yeah,
Fine, it is movable, but not, we do not see it moving on that way, but its hands are constantly moving. So means the motion is working. Yeah.
yeah.
So
So there's Dharma Dravya. Next, the clock itself stays in one place, so that's a Dharma Dravya.
it is not moving because of Adharm Dravya, and it is moving, its hands are moving because of Dharm Dravya. Beautiful. Yes. What
The
more?
the clock itself is occupying some space. So Akash Dravya,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
as time passes, it wears down. The hands may slow down, or the time may not be perfect. So we can
So,
see.
so the time moves. No, so I want to know, so I'm very curious. Moves because of the clock, or the clock moves because of the time?
Time moves on. The clock is just a medium for us to understand time.
Yeah, so it's not because your clock is moving and that's why you are having from day to night the cycle. It's because of day to night cycle we are using the clock as a calculator of that change of time. So
Yeah.
it is time that is instructing the clock to change, to transform, and that's what it is exhibiting. So there is time. One substance remain.
And hmm,
The most important one.
I think I cover all of them.
Wall
Um,
clock is there. Is its hands are
yeah.
moving, medium of motion, Dharmdravya there. It is stationary on the wall, Adharmdravya is there. It is occupying space, Akash Dravya is there. It is moving and it's, for God's sake, it's clock. Yeah, the Kal Dravya is there. That's how we are seeing time. So Kal
Yeah,
Dravya is there. One more remains.
I am seeing it. So this Dravya.
Yeah, so none of this will arise that whether it is there or not, or is it moving or stationary, or it is occupying space, or it is showing time. Nobody will question if you are not there. So the foremost and the most important ingredient to this whole equation is the knowing, curious, conscious identity, which is Jiva. So this whole interaction will only take place because it will be initiated by a curious jiva, by a conscious jiva. So Jeev said that what is there on the wall. So he said it's clock. We call it clock. So I could see it. So I asked what is it, and then you said that okay, it moves, and I said no, it is not moving. It is there on the same space. They say oh it the clock does not move. The hands of clock move. Why does clock not move? Because of adharma dravya. Why its hands move? Because of dharma dravya. It is there in that very space of wall. It is occupying that space, Akash, and it is changing every moment. That is Kal. Anything else required? Think of it. Anything else do we need in this situation to figure out that whether the clock is there or not? Any point that you could think of? So these six realities fill meaning to every situation. You cannot avoid a single out of these six realities, and you do not need any additional factor to add meaning to these realities. And therefore, our Tirthankaras told us that there are only six type of realities. Jeev, the one who is forever innately curious and conscious. Pudgal, what this Jiva is curious about. Dharma, because it sees this Pudgal constantly moving. Adharma, because it is in our constant effort that we can get some rest. This is very overwhelming to see everything changing. I want everything to come to rest. So, adharma. Then everything is happening in this great stage of space, and everything is happening in this great dance of time. So these six realities, they constitute our world. Yes, very good, Shrey. Anybody has a question in this?
I have a question. Just very quickly, I understand what all six are, but you're naming this as like the six realities. But I remember a few weeks ago we did like the three realities, which was the Padharth, Gyan, and Shabd. So is that different?
Yes. Yeah, very good, very good. Thank you for bringing it up. So, okay, can you all see it? Can you all see it? Yes. So, this is what we're talking about. The metaphysics of this philosophy which we are building together. Okay, so we said that okay, we make our own philosophy, and we started observing, and we observed the clock on the wall, and then just for me to prove that the clock is there on the wall, I required help from these six factors to acknowledge. So space said, yeah, wall is up here. Time said wall is up here. Dharm said wall is up here and running. Adharm said wall is up here and stationary. The clock said that I am here. And I said that, oh, I can see you. So six people came together for this clock to exist. Okay. So we together, the collection of these six realities, we called it this local. We called it the mega reality. Okay. Now, the question what Raina is asking right now is we also learned about the three different types of reality. One is the reality, the other is the Shabd reality, and the other is the Gyan reality. So, Arth Samay, Shabd Samay, Gyan Samay. Now, let's have quick look around this chart. What is it written? What can you see? Knower, matter, medium of motion, medium of rest, space, and time. Yes, everybody? What are you reading? You're reading the words.
Shabd.
You're reading the words. Knower, knower. So is knower the word soul? Is Knower soul? क्या शब्द आत्मा होता है? नहीं होता है. The name matter is not Pudgal. पुद्गल को मैं समझ पाऊं उसके लिए दैट वर्ड एक्ट्स लाइक अ ब्रिज. तो तीन टाइप के अब जीव हो गए. विल कॉल इट पुद्गल. लेट मी राइट इट पुद्गल. ओके, आई राइट पुद्गल ओवर हियर. Okay, sorry for my bad Hindi handwriting. I have written Pudgal over here. Everybody okay? So now there are three types of Pudgal. First is this word Pudgal or matter, Matter. We'll call it the Shabd reality, Shabd Samay. This is what Shabd, the Pudgal word. It is not matter. It is just the indicator of matter. When you heard out Pudgal, you were this knower, you were this Gyan reality, this Atman you were. Okay, Raina? You were this soul. So you heard this Shabd. You heard matter. So you had your own library over here in your Gyan, and you knew, okay, we are talking about matter. मतलब we are talking about things which have स्पर्श रस गंध वर्ण. तो आपने अपने दिमाग में सोचा कि अच्छा पुद्गल, आप पुद्गल की बात कर रहे हो. तो नाउ स्टिल दिस इज योर ज्ञान, दिस इज नॉट पुद्गल. यू आर थिंकिंग ऑफ पुद्गल. So when I said this word Pudgal, you thought of Pudgal. I said dinosaur. ठीक है. जब मैंने डायनासोर बोला तो मेरे मुंह से डायनासोर निकला कि डायनासोर शब्द निकला. What happened? So I only spoke dinosaur. So this is just sound. We'll call it shabd. But when it entered your ears, आपने डायनासोर शब्द सुना कि आपको डायनासोर दिख गए. You started seeing that, okay, we're talking about dinosaurs. Yes, 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 Raina. Everybody, right? So when I said dinosaur, could you see dinosaur? Could you see dinosaur? So was there a dinosaur that you saw, or was there not a dinosaur which you saw? कार्वी, जब मैंने डायनासोर बोला और आपने डायनासोर देखा, तो आपने वो डायनासोर देखा जो था, या वो डायनासोर देखा जो आपकी इमेजिनेशन में था? कार्वी,
In my imagination.
it was in your, so it is not the real dinosaur. It is the dinosaur made up by your Gyan. So that dinosaur will be called Gyan Samay. Okay. Shabd Samay is the dinosaur, the sound. Gyan Samay is the dinosaur of your imagination. And what is real dinosaur? Real dinosaur will be a species जो सामने आ जाएगा तो होश उड़ जाएंगे हमारे सबके. Right? Real dinosaur is real dinosaur. So that will be Earth Samay. That will be the real dinosaur. Okay, Raina. So, Raina, what we are doing right now, when we are discussing about these six realities, we are talking about the real dinosaur. And when I'm naming these, the name of these is called Shabd Samay. And when I'm thinking, I'm memorizing these in my Gyan, that will be called the Gyan Samay. So we have total 18 realities now. How? Six Dravya, which are the Dravyas. Six Dravya, which are the names. And six Dravyas, which I have understood. Everything has three copies now. Every substance. You have sugar in your kitchen in that container. That is real sugar. And then on that container, there is a tag SUGAR. That is the name sugar. That is not sugar. That is just the name of the sugar. And in your Gyan, when I said sugar, you know what I'm saying. That is the Gyan sugar. So every substance will be in three copies existing. One is the real copy, which belongs to sugar. The other is the introductory, is the label copy, which belongs to the sound or word or language you use. And the other is your understanding of that. This label takes you to that real. That is called your Gyan. Okay, Raina? So what we are discussing right now is not Gyan Samay, not Shabd Samay. We are taking the help of Shabd and we are making the understanding in our Gyan about the reality, about what is there. Okay? So together we are working, but we are focusing right now not on words. We are focusing on knowing that what it is. Okay, everybody. Yes. So let's do this. Let's do this simple exercise. This is a pen. एंड ये कहा जाता है कि पेन से हम लिखते हैं. ओके, बट टू से दैट पेन राइट्स, द पेन राइट्स, इज इट द राइट स्टेटमेंट? पेन राइट्स. कहान, आर यू देयर?
Yes.
कहान, मैंने बोला पेन राइट्स. पेन लिखता है. Is this
That's
statement true?
no, it's not grammatical. Not correct since we write with the pen.
Yeah. So pen alone cannot write. Acha, so without pen, can you write?
No.
You need pen, and pen needs you. The pen individually cannot write, and you without pen cannot write. You need pen to write something, and pen needs you to write something. Okay? तो आचार्यों ने एक सूत्र दिया जो हमारे सारे मंदिरों में लिखा ही होता है. आप लोगों ने पढ़ा ही होगा. सबने सबको पता होगा. We'll repeat this sutra. We'll call it परस्परोपग्रहो जीवानाम. What we'll call this sutra? Parasparopgraho jiva. You must have seen a cow and a tiger. They are drinking water together from that one very pond. Okay, there is water pond, and there comes a cow. There comes a lion, and they both start drinking together the water from that pond without fighting. The cow is not scared of lion, and lion is not boiling towards cow. They both are peacefully drinking water from the same pond. And uske niche we see it written, Parasparopgraho Jivana. Generally, it is taken in the context that we should help each other. We should support each other. Rather than fighting with each other, we should rather help each other. Let's be each other's friends rather than each other's enemies. Yes, yes, yes. But in this context, can you see? The pen without your help, Kahan, cannot write. And you without the help of pen cannot write. So you both need each other's help. But it's not just you and pen. The pen and you also need the help from medium of motion. That's how you will move your hand and pen. And the ink of the pen needs help from medium of rest so that it can rest on that paper, the ink which is coming out from the pen. And the table, your hand, your pen, it all will require certain space. So the copy, the notebook, it requires space. From where will you write? So we need help from space, and we'll take time in moving our finger and writing on that paper. We need also help from time. Yes, everybody. So any activity, right from the activity of your heart beating to you breathing, to you walking, to you writing, to you eating, to you dancing, anything that you're doing is happening not independently, but in collaboration of these six realities. Yes, everyone. Yes, everyone. Am I making sense? So see what our Tirthankaras are saying. They're saying these six realities, what do they do? They constitute our world. This is worldview as per Jain philosophy. Have you seen this? This is not the logo of Jainism. This is world as per Jainism. Paros parop graho jivanam. That all these six realities, they work in collaboration. And that's how this world functions. What if one reality out of these six realities becomes arrogant and say that, okay, I'm not going to cooperate. This is non-cooperation movement from my end. What if time says that, okay, I'm only going to change myself, I will not help any dravya to change? What will happen? Everything will come to standstill. What if Akash Dravya starts asking for rent? Okay, enough, you have been living with me for like time immemorial, now I want to charge. What if it throws it out? But where will we go? Because we can only be in Akash. And Akash is so vast. Even Akash does not have space outside Akash. So we cannot technically go anywhere. Right? What if Jiva says that I will not know Pudgal? Then Pudgal will say that what do I have anything for then? If you cannot touch me, you cannot smell me, you cannot taste me, you cannot see me, then what do I do of these qualities? Why do I have aroma? Why do I have color? Why do I have taste? Why do I have temperatures, weight, texture? Why do I have anything? So therefore, it is the great sutra given by our Tirthankaras that everything in universe works on the principle of mutual cooperation. And not even a single activity can be done without the help of all these six substances working together in practice. And therefore, there are only six realities, not less, not more. Because you remove one of these six, you cannot function. And any additional reality is not required. So why to have extra? When the six can do, why to have more? So there are six substances that are leading to this world order. Okay, understood. So परस्परोपग्रह जीवानाम means जीवादि छह द्रव्य म्यूचुअली एक दूसरे का कॉपरेशन करते हैं, एक दूसरे का उपकार करते हैं. They help each other. Yes,
Sorry,
Raina.
I have another question. So,
Yeah.
Pudgal, does a Pudgal have to have all Sparsh, Ras, Gan, Varn? Does it have to have everything? Every Pudgal?
Very good. Very good question. Thank you. You're asking very nice and fundamental questions. So, in Hindu philosophy, we have Panch Bhut Tattva, if you have heard about it. I don't know. So let's talk about four elements. Okay. One is air, is one of the element. The other is fire. Then there is water, and then there is soil. Four elements. Yeah, चार चीजें हमारे पास. We have मिट्टी, soil, on which we grow our crops. So you remove soil, you remove all vegetation. So nothing is there without soil. You do not get gold, you do not get any minerals, you do not get any elements, you do not get any petrol. You remove soil, everything is gone. So soil. Now see, let's examine soil. You can touch soil, yeah, it has touch. Can you smell soil? Yes, it has aroma. Can you taste it? Yeah, you can eat it. And can you see it? Yeah, it's dark brown in color, right? So we have soil, which has all the four things functioning in it. Okay. Now you deviate from soil and go to water. Let's see water. Can you touch it? Yes, I can touch it. Can you taste it? Yes, I can taste it, though it does not have any, I cannot define its taste, but I can taste it. Can you see it? Though it does not have any color, but I can see it. But can you smell it? So if you can smell it, do not consume that water. Okay? So water does not have smell. Water does not have any odor. If water is stinky, do not have it. It's not water. Okay, it's contaminated. So you transitioned from soil to water, the smell stopped functioning. Then from water, you move to fire. Can you touch fire? You can very well touch it, but please try not to. Can you see fire? Yeah, it is colorful. It is very vibrant, but do not get attracted to it. So, but can you taste it? So there is no taste in the fire. There is no taste in the fire. And you cannot even smell it. There is no odor in the fire. So the fire does not have any taste, does not have any smell. So 4 minus 2 now. Soil had all the four. Water was minus the smell. Fire is minus taste. Okay, the water still had taste. You cannot taste fire. And then you move to air. Can you touch it? Yes, I can touch it. I can feel it. Can you see it? No. Can you taste it? No. Can you smell it? No. Okay? So these are called four major elements of Pudgal. And it is said in certain philosophies that everything you see is the function of these four elements. It's result of soil, water, fire, and air. This is generally said. But Jain philosophy differs from it. What it says, the same water you pour into soil, that water reaches that seed, it reaches to that very plant, and then this water itself gets transformed into plant. The water which did not have smell, now because it has become a leaf of this plant, has now a smell. So it is more like every Pudgal element has these four activated gunas. Only problem is in certain pariyai, some of its gunas are functioning at very low level. In some of it, they are functioning at higher level. You consider it like printer. We have printer. It has four ink jets. Okay. So you put in four inks, and then you can take out any printout if you have white paper put on it. Okay, any scenery you want, any scenery that you want to be printed of any color, those four colors will make any of those colors. But what if I have a black and white image, I put it in printer, then what about the other colors, the magenta color, the blue color, the pink color? Does the printer does not have those colors? It has. But for this image, those colors were not used. Similarly, for while making the skand of water, the Pudgal had this very quality, very color of smell, but it did not use it. So every Pudgal particle has these four powers of touch, taste, smell, and color. But in different variety of matter, these four powers are used in different proportion to give birth to different type of materials. So what is the difference between gold and what do we call beetle in English? What do we call the other gold-like material?
Copper.
Copper is of copper color. There is one more material which is of golden color and is not gold. We call it petal in Hindi. Whatever it is. Let's say copper. Let's say copper and gold. So what is the difference between these two material? So the color is slightly different. Color of gold is quite yellowish,
Bronze.
but of copper it's quite brownish. Sorry, what? Rose
Is
gold.
it
Oh, okay.
bronze?
Bronze. No, bronze.
Or
ठीक है
is it
बोल. No, not bronze.
or is it nickel?
Maybe rose gold. I don't know. I don't know. I'll find it out. ठीक है. It's okay. It's okay. Let's say gold and silver. I have two things. I have gold in one hand, silver in other hand. Now find out the difference. What will be the difference? First difference is of color. The other difference is of weight. The other difference is of their softness. Yes, Kahan. What is other difference? In rate.
Then another difference like weight, then there's a difference in like taste.
Yeah, but even you have tasted gold and silver. Wow, good. Yeah. So you have difference of these things, right? So they both have the same quality, but on different levels. It has its color operating on a different level, and therefore it is quite yellowish. Silver has its color properties changed to a bit, grayish. So they both have the same qualities, but at different levels. Okay? Yes, everybody? Yes, brass. We call it brass, right? Okay, okay. So Pudgal has all Pudgal Parmanu has the same. Therefore, it is very scary. So you may assume that you are all fit and fine and there is no disease in your body. But you know what? This Pudgal, which is there installed in your skin, has Sparshas Gandhavan printer in it. So what if right now it is producing your any disease-free body? What if its mood changes? Then in the same part of this body, a tumor may arise. The change of your skin, a color will start. The shedding of hair will start. And therefore it is being called Pudgal because it does not have to do anything. It is just have to change its setting of Sparsh Ras Gandh Varn. So it will change its order, it will change its color, it will change its touch, intensity, and it will then the same skin, the same blood will start transforming into water. The same water will start transforming into different type of diseases. Correct? And therefore, Pudgal is a ticking time bomb. You never know. The things which you use for your own safety may actually work against you because it is called Pudgal. So you can never trust it on what it does. The same Pudgal which looks like it is for you, it is for your own good. The same Pudgal, you may have long nails because you like them. and you never know, you're sleeping or something happened and you scratched your own skin because of that. You thought that they are for you, but they might work against you. Yes, all those things. So therefore, Pudgal being too unpredictable is one of the least trustable reality of this world, and therefore we are being warned by our acharyas to focus less on materials and focus more on the knower, on the jiva. Let's ditch the matter and take care of the conscious reality which we are. Okay, so in today's class, we got introduced to this great sutra by Acharya Umaswami Dev, Parasparupgraho Jivanam. We understood the practical application of why Bhagwan Mahavir Swami time and again emphasizing on the existence of six realities and how practical are these six realities, how without a single reality, not even a single work can be done. And therefore, it is very important for us to have this type of what should I say, sensibility that I should never be arrogant of doing anything in this world. I do not write good. It's five other realities which help me in writing. I do not cook well. It's five other realities with which come in collaboration, and that's how the food is cooked. I do not drive safely. It's five other realities which are coming together and keeping me safe and up and running. It's not I who look good. It's five other realities which are coming together and constituting this body in its own one shape, in one form. So it keeps us grounded. It keeps us not fall prey to that great disease of pride, of man, of ahankar. And the more we know about it, the more we worry, the lesser we worry about the outer reality because everything is taken care of itself. And yet everything is acting in cooperation with one another. Okay? In the next class, if we believe in such world order, then what should be, as the members of the parliament of this World Congress, we are entrusted with the responsibility to create our own constitution. So, what should be our constitution? What rules should we frame for this world to function? We'll be talking about those rules because we are making our own philosophy, right? So, we'll have to do some exercise on making what should be the rules for this world order to function. Okay, I'll stop here. Any questions?
Questions?
Okay, we can do Janvani Stuti. Yeah, chalo, let's do Janvani Stuti, everyone. निज निधि निज में बताई, यह अनंत उपकार है, उसके लिए चिन्हवाणी माँ को वंदना शत बार है, उसके लिए चिन्हवाणी माँ को वंदना शत बार है. No, I don't. बोलिए अहिंसा में जैन धर्म की जय हो. Shambhani Mata ki Jai Ho. Jai Jai everyone. Thank you.
थैंक यू अनुभवी. थैंक यू. नोट्स कौन बनाएगा?
जय जिनेंद्र.
नोट्स अरम आप बनाओगे नोट्स और शेयर कर दीजिएगा प्लीज. थैंक यू.
मैं बाहर हूँ.
अच्छा ठीक है. तो कौन कारवी आप आर यू गोइंग टू मेक नोट्स फॉर टुडेज क्लास एंड शेयर? Karvi?
Not today.
Not today.
Yeah.
You can listen recording
Yeah.
and then okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jai Shri everyone.
Yeah, Jinandra.
बहुत अच्छा
जय
टॉपिक, बहुत
जिनेंद्र।
मजा आया।